You are exhausted. Modern stress isn't a problem. It's your new operating system. You try to meditate, but the world outside always wins. The truth is, most solutions being sold to you are just band-aids. If you want peace that cannot be destroyed, you need the formula from someone who built it from the ground up, in the most hostile place on earth. The legendary Tibetan yogi had no therapy. He had freezing caves, crushing remorse, and death on his heels. He forged 3 anti-stress practices so brutal, yet so effective. They will shock you, but they will set you free. Practice 1. The pillar of independent resilience. The principle of radical self-sufficiency. Milarepa did not find calm in luxurious retreats. He found it in the absolute absence of everything. Your biggest source of stress today is your dependency. You rely on a perfect environment, a calm boss, or money in the bank not to feel anxious. The yogi teaches, this dependency is your prison. Your first mission is to prove to yourself that your mind is the sole and inviolable source of your peace. This doesn't mean escaping to a mountain, but rather creating a forced inner retreat every single day. 10 minutes, no phone, no music, no comfort. Deliberately sit in the solitude or the discomfort. Train your inner muscle of resilience. When you know your stability cannot be bought or lost, the external chaos loses its power. You construct an inner sanctuary that no crisis can invade. Practice 2. Transformation, not escape. The principle of turning poison into medicine. Milarepa began his spiritual path, burdened by the crushing weight of causing multiple deaths through dark magic. The modern approach to stress is to flee or numb the pain, suppress the anxiety, ignore the fear. Milarepa's second practice is the opposite. Transformation, not escape. He didn't try to forget his remorse. He faced it as the most potent fuel for his discipline. When the stressful emotion arises, the rage in traffic, the fear of failure, do not treat it as an enemy. Recognize it as pure, concentrated energy. Milarepa teaches us to sit with that intensity, without judgment, until its energy transforms into clarity and insight. Anxiety about the future, when confronted, turns into the energy of focused planning. Regret for the past, when fully embraced, becomes the determination to act wisely now. Stop resisting your discomfort. Allow it to be there, and it will become the path to your strength. Practice 3. The anchor of impermanence. The principle of the lived awareness of death. Milarepa constantly kept the reality of his own mortality present in his mind. Ironically, this is the deepest antidote to stress. Why? Because almost all our modern stress is born from clinging and the fear of loss. Fear of losing your job, your health, your relationship. This fear is rooted in the illusion of permanence. When you internalize that absolutely everything, including your current stressful problem, your body, and your time's constantly and irrevocably changing, the urgency and solidity of your stress dissolve. Milarepa's life was a borrowed opportunity, making every moment of practice precious. If you remember that your time is finite, does yesterday's petty argument matter? Does that minor deadline maintain its terrifying power? This practice shifts your priorities instantly, cutting through trivial stresses and anchoring you to what truly matters, the quality of your present moment experience. Milarepa's life proves that true peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of unshakable clarity, no matter how fierce the external storm. Cultivate radical self-sufficiency, practice transformation over suppression, and anchor yourself in impermanence. You have the formula. Now, use it.